Welcome back to Attacking Third. Let's get into Emma Hayes' contract because she is set to become the world's highest paid women's soccer head coach, and reports saying that she will have the same base pay as Greg Berhalter, the U.S. men's national team head coach. Those details are listed right here. $1.6 million per year, and her contract will run through the Women's World Cup. I mean, Lisa, when you heard this, how excited were you? What was your reaction to the fact that it's $1.6 million per year?
Yeah, it's well-deserved for a coach that is coaching one of the very best teams in the entirety of the world. Of course, incredibly recent history has knocked the U.S. out of that number one spot. But this U.S. women's national team has been riding in the number one FIFA ranking spot for a very long time. And this is a really big role. Frankly, the fact that the U.S. isn't number one anymore makes it a bit more of a challenge. And when you're hiring a coach with a pedigree that Emma Hayes has, it is well deserved that she receives this much money. I think the little factor in there and the fun fact, frankly, is that Greg Berhalter and her make the exact same amount is just kind of like an interesting wrinkle throughout it, because I mean, Emma Hayes, this is her very first international coaching position. So that's great that she's able to achieve that much money. But I really think it's well deserved based on how successful she has been with Chelsea and the different elements that she brings to this coaching role.
Yeah, I
Sandra,
think
are you in line with that?
Yeah, I think it's an interesting note that Lisa makes there, referring to it as an interesting wrinkle, because it's not something that is directly tied, with all of the headlines that we had seen in the last year with equal pay and the collective bargaining agreement between the U.S. men's team and the U.S. women's national team. But I think it speaks a bit louder because of that. It's not about making sure you're meeting a quota or something that was written into a bylaw. They're paying Emma Hayes because Emma Hayes is the best candidate for the job. And when you're the best candidate for the job, you should get paid the money. So this is a delightful thing to see, that it's $1.6 million. It's per year. It's going to run through her contract in 2027. And that's what you want to see. I think when you find yourself and claiming to be one of the leaders of women's soccer in the world, that comes across the board, whether it's with the support of your players, that you're providing them with endless resources, or when you have to find that next head coach to take you to the next level. So I love it.
I love it as well. Lisa, but really quickly, the new mentality that Emma Hayes will bring to this team, what would you say about that?
I like this mentality. She is tough on players that aren't performing well. She's not afraid to not play players that aren't performing, but she also really encourages the growth of young players and understanding of the game. That's an element for U.S. soccer that I'm excited for Hayes to bring, a really tactical understanding, because these players are the 0.01%. They understand the game well. Allow them the flexibility to showcase that on the pitch and to make in-game adjustments tactically based on the opposition, whether they're prepared for that or they're not. Emma Hayes will get them up to speed on that, because that's what she's done at Chelsea. So I love that she's going to bring that type of element to this side, and the mentality is a winning one. And she understands that with these U.S. players. It's just going to roll right into that.
100%. I agree with you guys on everything. I'm so excited about this. We're going to continue to talk about this as more news comes out. We're continuing to follow this story. We'll watch the December windows and see what's going on. But guys, thank you so much for joining this original cast crew of Attacking Third. I'm so honored to be on with you guys. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again on Friday at 8 p.m.